This is Total Warhead and welcome to another early game guide here in Total War 3 Kingdoms. This is in the 200 start date Fates Divided and it is with Zheng Jiang. Now, Zheng Jiang works off of a infamy system. Now, infamy keeps going up as you do a lot of battles. You do battles, infamy keeps going up. Now, it does decrease over time, but it can give you good prestige, good morale, and more money from tribute. Tribute is what you can ask for from diplomacy, similar to how you can ask for legitimacy as Zhuan Shu. So the way that you want to work through getting more tribute is by doing all the diplomatic deals that you can, get to best friends with somebody, and then ask for the tribute, just as long as you have a large military strength differential with that faction. So do non-aggression pacts, military access, trade agreements, then get to best friend, and then ask for the tribute and make sure you have a lot of military power difference. Now, this is a very challenging start for Zheng Jiang. She does have some of the best units in the game with the Fist of the Bandit Queen, which if you mix them with the Stalker, I think it's called, strategist ability, you can get them to really high melee evasion, and they have great AP damage, so they can munch through units just as long as you're caught in the AoE of that ability and you're in a forest. Very good ability to be utilizing from early to mid game. In late game against Defenders of the Earth, it becomes a bit of a pickle as the enemy tends to burn the forest that you're standing in, so that's basically a little bit of a challenge. You can do the mercenary contracts, which we will actually utilize in the campaign, and she gets determined, so good extra HP, a little bit more melee damage, extra character experience, which is going to be really helpful for us, and the extra cunning helps us with loot. And then greedy is not necessarily great in terms of if she wasn't a leader of a faction, but it means that she does like greed, so if you have other people that like it, well, that's good. She is a champion, so good duelist with one of the best weapons in the game. She has fatigue immunity thanks to the weapons, and she has plus 100 faction support. She doesn't get those heavy penalties from faction support issues from capturing settlements as you go through them, which in turn works really well when looting locations, so you don't have to basically get that penalty from looting stacked up with low faction support. She does get more damage when attacking, so it's good to utilize her in offensive situations, and she already starts with a base extra 50% income from diplomatic income from tributaries. So a faction that's good for being really aggressive, blitzing really fast, getting a lot of vassals in the late game, or people just giving you tribute in general. Now, how we want to do this campaign, which looks very hard at the beginning, you are at war with Liu Bei and Cao Cao, and that is all you can see, is we want to grab Pencheng, and then the missions of the campaign tell you to eliminate Liu Bei, or basically take the 3 settlements he starts out with. After you grab these settlements, then the game basically tells you to go all the way southeast to find a home as you escape from Cao Cao in the Yanbaihu lands. We could potentially start doing that. I already played the early game, but I think that the best thing that you can actually do from what I was just playing right now is basically win the first battle against Cao Cao's army, which is pretty difficult. You then take Pencheng that turn, also difficult. All of this done on turn 1. Then after that, you basically, before even doing that, you can actually confederate Zheng Jiang. And when we confederate him, we can get a very deadly army of 3 champions with a 3rd champion that she starts out with, to get an army with actually 100% ambush chance, with units that get extra melee evasion stab boosted. And then from there, we basically ambush and auto-resolve our way through Liu Bei, executing as many characters of his as possible until we weaken both his Guan Yu starting army and Liu Bei's starting army to get peace with him. Once we got peace with Liu Bei, we can basically do a merry-go-around counterclockwise, grabbing all these territories that Cao Cao starts out with, while we have a mercenary contract against them, giving us a lot of money and a lot of extra, extra morale from having high mercenary resource value and good ancillaries, as our mercenary fame and fortune stays very large in value. And as we go through these settlements, what you do is you loot the settlement, so you maximize your loot for your army, your military supplies. Then you step out of the settlement, you basically share the spoil so you can maximize the overall loot that your armies have, and then continue in this direction. We're gonna end with actually grabbing Pencheng, then all of these minor regions here, getting peace with Liu Bei, having a trade agreement with Juan, having diplomatic deals with all of the vassals of Juan Shao and Juan Shao as well, and we'll finalize by grabbing Dong. So we'll have 2 major regions to basically fend off any armies from Cao Cao that come our way, and we can therefore be left with a very strong defensive situation And if we want to try to get peace with Cao Cao, we will have to execute him and or weaken his armies further. So after Dong, we would want to push towards these 3 locations, Jinshuan, Shen, Huainan, to grab all of this territory, maybe meet Cao Cao's army around this area. But once you grab all of this, then you basically have done the counterclockwise movement, and then you can focus back on going to war against Liu Bei again, and then taking these regions and completing the challenges of the campaign to go southeast, so you control all of this area of the map. That is it for this introduction. I hope you have a good time watching this and that you learn something and experience it and have a phenomenal time. Now, before I actually start, it is important for you to note that I am utilizing the bug fix mod 1.7.1. I wouldn't play this game without that mod. Like, it's like kind of being a masochist if you don't play with it. So I'd say play it, and the reason why I mention it is because the bug fix mod can cause you to see different diplomatic values than I will be experiencing in my campaign, and or we can see some skills actually giving stat buffs that the base game does not give because of bugs. That is it here. Let us begin. We get our first mission, which is to control the capital of Pencheng for $5,000, and we get another one that is to control the minor region here that will fall to Liu Bei or tends to fall to Liu Bei, and either of them will actually give us $5,000. And how we actually want to approach the campaign, because how the missions work is that, okay, we get this one to take this Pencheng one, okay, that's fine. But then after grabbing this one and you go for Xiapi, the game actually has missions for you to take out, Liu Bei ASAP. So there's kind of like this rush for you to just actually proceed this way and actually retreat southwards. Now, we're gonna work our way through this in order to be able to actually manage this and basically weaken Cao Cao as much as possible while taking out Liu Bei. But we have to make this eastern retreat. But before we actually do that, we actually want to get a mercenary contract against Cao Cao. But mainly, it's not necessarily just to get the military contract against him and then just take his territories and weaken him. It's mainly because if we actually take a mercenary contract with Cao Cao, we actually get, or against Cao Cao, we get a diplomatic view with Zheng Jiang to confederate him. So, if we look here on the map, we see that Liu Bei and Du Xiufei are the only people that are visible to us, and it's like this is Total War campaign, right? We don't see anybody else, and we're at war with them. It's like, oh crap, we're in a really bad sticky situation. Well, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna be like, okay, dude, what exactly are you going to do? So we're gonna grab this commander. If we look at these characters, the Sentinel actually has stock, which is gonna be really valuable for like grabbing the Pencheng settlement. And then this champion character will have charge resistance, which is going to help our own units in combat. But also, this guy has tenacity of steel, which will help him actually take out missile units that we will engage in our first battle in the campaign, while the bandit guy will inflict some pretty good damage on the missile units as well. The commander does have Into the Breach, which is a pretty good skill, especially if our own units are actually routing. But what we care about is having the guys that will be better for us in battle, because the first thing we're going to do is try to take out this Cao Cao army, and believe me, it is not easy. So how we're going to do that is, look how much money we have at the moment, how much it's coming into us. We're going to do a lot with what we have, and I'm going to ignore the items that I started out with and not use them because that's RNG, and that could actually reflect a different campaign experience to you, or for you, than what I will experience myself. So first things first, we're going to grab this commander, and you're going to deploy him in your own starting army. The reason for that is because if you deploy him as a starting army, he won't be able to move or barely move on turn 1. But by using the retinue deployment exploit, we can move him outside, and now he has enough movement to move towards the north, which is what we care about, to do this. And then sure, it seems like not much has opened up and we didn't really see Yuan Shao, but look at this. Now Yuan Shao is visible. Don't ask me how I ended up finding this. It took a lot of experimentation to find this out the first time that I did. But by doing this now, we're gonna go here to Du Xiufei, and we're gonna do a mercenary contract against him. Now by doing this, he's gonna get very happy with us and accept it. But before doing that, we notice that our starting situation is about $500 left, and I want to get as much money as possible to be able to deploy these two guys, because right now I don't have that money. Believe me, we're gonna be able to make the money, but to do so, we're gonna have to take out a couple of items that we start out with in order to help our starting situation. So we're gonna give here to her stuff that's gonna help her at least survive a little bit more in battle with a little bit more melee evasion. But aside from that, this tunic, we're gonna unequip it, even though it's gonna cause us to reduce a little bit in cunning. But these items you can actually utilize for trade purposes. Another item that you will have in your campaign will be the stone pig. So these 3 items are the ones that we're actually gonna end up trading away. So let's go back to diplomacy. We're gonna go back to Zhao, and to get the diplomatic view with Du Jiufei, we're gonna do this, and then we're just gonna be like, hey man, give me just as much money as you can potentially want to give me right now. Just whatever you can, make it happen. I hate, you know, I wish that make it work was like, it kept at least the first thing that's offered, so I don't have to like redo this. Like I wish this didn't change. The money, item, ancillaries, everything else was like added, because I really hate that you just have to like make this kind of work. So anyways, let's go here. I'm not sure how much money will actually make this happen. Let's keep dropping it down. There we go. Okay, so about $1,242, and you see that Liu Bei actually gets happier with this, because he's at, or Xuan Xiao is at war with Cao Cao, just like Liu Bei. So Liu Bei is gonna be even happier that somebody started a mercenary contract against Cao Cao. So we're gonna do this, and there it is. Zheng Jiang is now visible in diplomacy. So we're gonna do some diplomatic exploits to actually get him to marry with us, because he's not married on turn 1, and he does want to get a marriage done. But we want to reduce the opinion of this idea to -50. And to get it that negative factor to -50, you have to get to best friends, which is 150 in this game, 225 in Warhammer 3. So additionally, we want to strengthen our own army to get this as positive as possible. We want to get to like -5 or less, like closer to 0, not less, you know, less in absolute value. In order to be able to actually confederate him utilizing an ultimatum, is gonna drop our reliability, apologies, trustworthiness in this game, oh my god, to about -11, so it'll go away in about 11 turns. But we tend to be at war with almost everybody that we're starting out with, so it's not really gonna cause any issues for us. So, and anyways, coming back here, we're gonna go back to Yuan Shao, because we want to make sure that we get as much money as we possibly can from him. But with the money that we have right now, we can actually get ready for the wars, or to basically push against Cao Cao this turn. So how we make this actually happen is we push southwards this way towards Pencheng, right? Whee! And then what we're going to do is get the guy that actually has stock to siege the settlement, and then we're gonna grab this guy to be the one that is actually utilized to attack Cao Cao's army. We want to remove Pencheng garrison as a reinforcement army to Cao Cao. So to do that, we have to siege it. Believe me, we're gonna do a lot of diplomatic, or what do you call it, movement shenanigans here to make this happen. So we're gonna grab this sentinel guy. We're gonna move him outside of the army, and with the movement exploit, now we have enough movement to actually siege the settlement. So we're gonna do this. We're just gonna, not really reason why I should do that, but we're gonna continue siege here, and then we still need a little bit more money. But by deploying that guy, we improve our military standing a little bit, which is gonna help us in getting money, what do you call it, from these characters. So we're gonna do this here. Actually, I just need a little bit more, so we're going to do request payment. Let's see, can we actually make this happen? 740. That should be enough to actually deploy the champion. We only need about 1100. We're gonna trade this much.
A dignified and warranted offer.
By giving away this food. And now we're going to deploy this character, right? And then by putting him in this army, he actually has plus 5% melee evasion for own army, which is helping the stats of my own units a little bit. Improving the stats of your own units and deploying more units is what really helps affect the military strength that you have. So you really want to get as many units as possible with good stats, so that extra melee evasion is gonna help us to get better deals from Yuan Shao. So we're gonna go here and just give him this, and no, remember what I said, only gonna trade items away that you and I both will experience in our respective campaigns. And now we're gonna go here and ask for as much money as possible. Oh my god, I freaking hate this shit, dude. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then let's blow this up, maybe like $3,000. Yeah, almost. 2,500. 2,450. 40. There we go. So about $2,400 we're gonna get out of doing this deal with him. That's gonna get us to about 2.9k. Now here is where the diplomatic shenanigans start with Zheng Jiang. We're gonna go to him, right? And then as we see here, this actually is trending a bit more positive than it was before. It was at positive 41, now it's at positive 45. So it's a little bit more positive. So what we're going to do is, do you see his current attitude? It's at negative 16. You can see it on the bottom right. I want you to keep track of negative factors and positive factors. We're gonna do a make regular payment, and you can keep offering regular payments over time like crazy, just like crazy, like over time. You just keep offering these deals, and the max value that you can give across 10 turns is however magnitude you have of your total money at the moment divided by 10. So if you have 2,922, you can only give 292 over 10 turns. So we're gonna do this, and you see his attitude is going to trend upwards by positive 15, but it's gonna stay at negative 16. So the question is, if we're at negative 16 and we're gonna trend to positive 15, how do I get to positive 15 this turn? So after you do this offer, right, you see here he appears at negative 16, trending positive 15 more to negative 1. To make him actually go up automatically this turn, we offer $1. That's it. And then watch this. You see the face turned? Now it's at negative 12. It actually increased the current value. So you keep doing this over and over and over again to basically farm a confederation with him by trending this positive as much as possible. So we're going to do this again and again and again and again until the confederation actually happens. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. There we go, negative 29. Just you know, repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. 146. You see, he's very friendly. Well, now we're going to get to best friends. There we go. Oh, whoa. He's actually still very friendly. Interesting. Make payment. There we go. Best friends. Maybe it's like 152 or something like that to actually get it to reach that value. So now we go here, right? And if you see, he's actually right now at Joint Confederation negative 4.3 to make it happen, right? So we actually are going to do the issue ultimatum right now. So we're gonna coerce him to make this happen, and now he gets confederated. So as you can see, now we're untrustworthy at negative 11. Pretty big value, right? Negative hit that we took there. But all the money that we were trading over time now is gone. We're only negative 492, which actually is pretty bad. But now we have this region here. Now, there's different ways that you can look at this. Grabbing this region gives us a little bit more food, actually a good amount of extra food at +4. But we could actually just trade this region and forget about it. Or we can actually just have it here to give us +15 prestige, which is actually pretty damn useful. I think what we should do is actually go here to, to Mr. Zhuanshao and make this a reality of getting a ton of money back from him so we can get some good actual units at the moment, because we do need them in order to actually be able to take on Cao Cao. So if we do this here, there we go. We're going to make back $119 across 10 turns. We can completely forget about the north because our actual missions actually pushes us towards the White Tiger lands. We kind of have to basically blitz downwards in this direction towards the south here is what our campaign missions actually tell us. And you get a lot of money when you do that. But by doing this, we're going to trade the region that Zheng Jiang actually had. And then we get a lot of money back to actually help us build our starting army. So we're going to do this here.
A dignified and warranted offer.
And from there, we actually are starting to make Mr. Zhuanshao a bit stronger, you know, helping him stabilize his own stuff on that side. Now, additionally here, we're going to maximize this for the first battle that we're going to do, because we want to get even more morale for the battle that we're going to be doing next. But we got to remember that before clicking end turn, we do not want to actually click end turn with the taxes maxed out, because you're going to have all these characters leaving, but more importantly, you're gonna potentially have a civil war at your hands, because this lady is in a council position and she's gonna become a big little pickle, and that she'll cause a civil war to actually happen. So now we got Zheng Jiang in our faction, who actually has Unbreakable. Once he's deployed in our armies, he's gonna give us 50%, or he's deployed as factionary, he's gonna get 50% more post-battle loot income, which is gonna be great. And then from there, with Unbreakable and him actually having Reach, we can actually have multiple characters already with Reach, and he has Mending, which is extremely strong. So aside from that, he actually starts with these axes as well, which are pretty damn good for combat purposes. But to begin here, we actually want to take on Cao Cao, as I was mentioning. So to make that happen, I'm actually going to change up these units that we start out with to get as strong as I possibly can to take out this army below me and grab Pencheng this turn. We're going to switch all of these ones up to these guys. And then here, I'm actually just going to grab a Hidden Axe. The Fist of the Bandit Queen are great AP damage units, which actually cause scare, so they'll be able to rout enemy units pretty fast. But the Hidden Axes are like an inferior version of that unit that I just mentioned. These guys do have Snipe, which is cute and whatnot, but they can actually be utilized to flank the enemy. So what we can do is actually grab one of these Hidden Axes to try to flank some of the missile units that are away from us, and then I can just try to take them out without having them actually shoot my own valuable units, which will be in combat in a forest, basically with Stalker, helping boost up the melee evasion of the Fist of the Bandit Queen. So we're gonna go here, switch this guy to the Hidden Axis, and then we have one more unit that we can recruit. Now, this is the hard part. I would say that getting the Trebuchet is going to be of value, at the very least, because we will need to recruit it to take Pencheng this turn, because if not, we'll have to stay a turn besieging the settlement. So I'd say here we can just grab actually, you know what, let's actually grab Hidden Axis on this army, and then we can utilize the Hidden Axis to flank while the Fist of the Bandit Queen hold the line. So let's actually do this, and all of these units together can take on the enemy. But now you see that we can deploy our third army. We're gonna recall this guy, but we're gonna forget about the bandit marauders that he actually starts out with. Let me see. Actually, if I look here, yeah, she doesn't have flexibility, so I can, once I put Zheng Jiang into the position of power, he will have flexibility, which is gonna lower redeployment cost by 25%. I guess we could keep these guys on this army, and I think it'll be cheaper than actually re-recruiting them. Let's do this. And then from there now, we can move this guy outside of this army. And then to actually make him stronger for the actual battle. Cannot equip. You cannot equip these axes? Okay, interesting.
Break their spirit.
Oh well. So anyways, we're gonna go here and then just strike at Cao Cao.
For honor!
And from there, it looks like a very difficult battle. It says it's a very close defeat, but these units are pretty damn strong. And what we'll do is we'll send a Hidden Axis to flank the archers. We'll cause the Trebuchet to utilize all of its ammo. And then we need the Fist of the Bandit Queen to stay hidden in a forest, because if they're hidden in a forest, believe me, they'll munch through all of these infantry units that are here. The important thing is that Zheng Jiang has to take out Cao Cao. That's the key. She takes out Cao Cao, he will not be able to pop that many unyielding earths over time. And then Sun Ju needs to be eliminated because he has Stifling Deluge, which will cause Zheng Jiang to not be able to utilize Binding Fury that much. Also, take into account that once you do this battle, Zheng Jiang does have Friend with this lady that's attached with her. So if we're in the battle and we get into a bit of a pickle, we could sacrifice this lady or get her to just get really hurt and eliminated in the battle, because then we can get Zheng Jiang back up to good health from a fallen friend. So anyways, with that out of the way, we're gonna have a very good battle here and a tough one to start out this campaign, but with good reward in that if we grab Pencheng this turn, we can end with a good amount of money with 5,000 more dollars and good amount of extra post-battle loot income. Let's begin. All right, we're gonna try to make this happen here by putting these spear units to basically eat up the trebuchet damage. This guy's gonna be with the main army. Reinforcements are coming from these two areas in order to eat up the enemy charge. When cav units, if there's any remaining when they actually engage us, because Zheng Jiang's gonna be munching through them, or the Jinzo, we actually eat up their charge, and therefore my own units actually resist better the initial 10 to 12, I think it's 12 seconds in this game, I can't remember now, of charge that we're gonna be getting hit by. So anyways, beginning here, let's get these units to eat up the trebuchet damage, and then we'll group up my entire army in the Eagle's Wing formation, and then we'll go from there. Let's go over here. Let's just fast forward. It's gonna take some time to make this happen. So let's get everybody else that isn't this guy. Or these units, my bad. Into the Eagle's Wings and then go here. There's the Trebuchet trying to hit. I just basically make sure that this unit gets eaten up first and then the other one. So, is he actually shooting here? What's going on? There you go. Oh shit. What? Never seen the AI actually move forward like this. Interesting.
Your time is running out.
You are dull in every way.
As long as Binding Fury eats him up as much as possible, that'll be good. He doesn't have a good weapon, so he's not necessarily inflicting good damage with Tenacity of Steel. But there we go. Trebuchet is using up all its ammo. That's really good for me. And aside from it, oh, we need to go over here. Come on.
Look, the enemy run! Brave!
Very good. This guy has stock.
Ready!
Okay.
To attention!
You can keep chasing him. Actually, you two guys together can chase them. Okay.
Move, move! Make ready!
I'm very surprised by the Trebuchet, though. Huh. Okay, very good. Get everybody back. Okay, here's this scav unit coming in. Munch him, munch him.
There are no depths of treason to which you will not stoop.
Steel yourselves! The time has come! Prepare!
Alright, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Double time! Go, go, go! Run, run, run! Hurry! Move! Our men are running! The spineless cowards! Make ready!
Stand ready. March at the double.
Okay, and this is all we care about.
Steel yourselves. Stand by.
Make sure all these guys have that.
Move out quickly.
There we go.
At the ready!
I have to take out this cav unit now.
Take heed, warriors! Stand ready! Make haste! March to the double!
And then the guy with stock, he's gonna have to try to take out these missile units.
The time has come.
Alright, another Binding Fury coming in. Come on.
Spineless cowards!
Move, move. Feel the
There we go.
power.
Unleash fury! To battle!
At the ready. Prepare.
Binding Fury still strong.
Go, go, go.
Does everybody here have no.
Attend!
Make ready.
Take heed!
Back up a little bit more.
To attention!
Yes.
The time has come!
There we go. Okay.
Stand ready.
Do not relent!
Steel yourselves.
Prepare!
Take heed, warriors.
Stop wasting the ammo. We can use it on a stronger unit. They're already poisoned. That's okay.
Prepare!
Get back.
Axe warrior! Run! Aim and fire!
Keep up, friend. Keep up.
I dearly hope your blade is sharper than your wit.
Oh shit. Cao Cao.
Prepare!
At the ready.
The time has come! Double time! Run! Faster! Hurry! Move! Move! Run! Run!
At the ready. A comrade is being attacked.
March at the double! Faster! Attend! Ready! At the ready! The time has come!
There we go.
Show yourselves! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Stand ready! Hurry! Move! Stand ready!
Oh shit.
March at the double. Go, go, go. Move up quickly. Faster. Run, run. Double time. Hurry. Move. Do not relent.
Oh, miss Cao Cao.
No ammunition. Draw your weapons.
Take heed, warriors! Ready! Ready! Axemen, stand by! Yes!
Take heed, warriors. Move. Run. Move, burn. Destroy them.
Faster! Move!
Stand ready.
You, get out. Charger already has been eaten up. Come on.
Ready. Faster. Go, go, go. Show no mercy. Fight. The men are out of ammunition.
There we go. She got the extra melee evasion. Eat up this Jinzos.
Make ready. Move. Faster. March at the double. Move, move. Move up quickly. Hurry. Move. Destroy them. To attention. Double time.
Double time!
Come on, she can eat up Cao Cao.
To attention.
Make ready! Hurry, move!
Move. Go, go, go. What deeds will you write of today?
The odious fool and his endless prattle.
Move out quickly. Run. Double time.
Alright, this guy dismounted. That's okay.
Stand ready.
You go up.
Hurry, move.
We need to prevent the archers from shooting.
Move out quickly! Run, run!
Ready. To battle. Attack. Strike. Hurry, move.
Prepare! Axemen!
Attend.
Take heed, warriors!
Attend.
Come on, you got her. You got him. You got him. There you go.
Enemy warriors are running. Ha! Kill them. Destroy them.
There we go. This guy's gonna get friend now.
Oh, what a shame!
The time has come.
Axe warriors! Strike! Prepare!
Move. Ready. Attack.
Double time! Be ready! Feel the earth!
Oh, this guy just got unbreakable.
Prepare. Move.
Or I think it just ran out. I can't remember. Okay, come on. You guys support this way.
At the ready!
Steel yourselves. Run. Run, run. Unleash fury. March at the double. Move, move.
To attention!
The time has come.
Make ready!
At the ready.
There we go.
Ready! Axes attack!
Munch him, munch him.
Enemy warriors are running. Ah. To attention.
Stand ready! To attention!
Take heed, warriors.
This guy's still running for these guys. These guys are all done. Go over here.
Make ready.
Switch up here. Get her to take out Shunshu.
Stand ready! Weapons! The time has come! Take heed, warriors!
Stand ready.
Prepare! Unleash fury!
There we go.
Make ready!
Oh shit, the trebuchet.
Was that really the best you could do? The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
There we go. And over here. And that's it. Freaking insane battle. So with that out of the way, so I've done it before, and what happens is that he never usually pushes out like that, but if he does, you have this little forest area to fight him off at. But here we have to try to chase as many units as possible to really weaken the enemy, so Cao Cao's army can be auto-resolvable the next turn. But now we've ended up in a very good situation here. The battle is really long. I mean, it takes a lot of time, but it is really worth it once you finalize it. And in here, let's just get all these units up. You see some of them are at level 3 already. They got 1 chevron. So they did gain a little bit more experience from this crazy battle. And yeah, Zheng Jiang basically was the MVP. Look at her, 342 kills, and some of them were the cav units, which some of them actually are supposed to counter basically generals, right? Like the heavy tiger and leprechaun with the anti-bonus versus large. But given how strong she is, she was able to just woman handle these units that we just faced off against. But with that out of the way now, we can just eliminate these units over here. This crossbow as well. Let's go for this one. Basically, we want to weaken the reinforcing army at Pencheng as much as possible. That is our current goal at this time. So we just munch through these units right here. And that will be it. Okay, let's get out of here and continue. It's a close victory. It's really hard to get like a decisive victory here or a heroic. But yeah, with this out of the way though, and there's no patience either. It's really hard to capture Cao Cao after this battle. But if you do, I did it once a long time ago. It was also like crazy. But if you don't, it's okay. You know, it's really hard to even pull it off. But with that now, his army is really weakened. Actually, look at that. His entire secondary army we're able to fully eliminate. And we got 22 fame and fortune, 3 infamy. Not a lot, but it is something. Remember that this initial pop-up here for 7% replenishment will only go for your initial army here, so we don't really need it. This army is the one that really took a lot of damage. But with that out of the way now, we just want to get the extra money because we really need it. And then from there, we completed our first mission, mercenary contract mission, which was to actually defeat 1 army of Cao Cao. And we've done so. And with that out of the way, with Zheng Jiang winning a battle, we get bonus experience for her. So that is really good for her in terms of these upcoming battles, right? Now, next thing we want to do is we want to be able to siege this turn. So these units are a bit weakened here, but I think it's time to actually get the trebuchet. Now, I've done the trebuchet before in that initial battle against Cao Cao, but it's, I mean, believe me, it can like become a bit of a pickle or a hassle, because if you turn on flaming shot and your units are hiding in the forest, you're gonna burn it. So you could really mess that up, and that'll be the end of that battle if you do that. Secondly, you could potentially also cause a lot of your trebuchet shots to get blocked up by the trees, and your trebuchet is like a sitting duck because you really don't have an army around it to really defend it that well. And the AoE of the of Stalker is only 50 meters. It's kind of hard to get a trebuchet to shoot within that AoE distance with this army. But aside from that, now we have an army here to potentially just be able to get at least 1 trebuchet here. It is, how many unit models do we have right now on it? Let me see. We have probably 2 total unit models on it. And with this, we can try to take this settlement this turn with a trebuchet shooting and trying to break a wall. But the big thing that we have though is a guy with stock. That'll be the key to try to basically push on that army. Now, we don't care about loot on this turn. We want to be able to just siege this location or grab this location this turn. And then Cao Cao is really weak and wounded. That's going to be really good for me. What we're going to do is, let's get here with this army. Let's get everybody into here and merge. And then from here, look how low our loot is. That's very dangerous, specifically with satisfaction, how negatively that can affect us. But from here now, we're going to strike this army or this settlement and take it. So 1 trebuchet is good, and here it's a close defeat. And this, the people that are coming in are really weak. So we'll engage them as they're coming into the battle. And then if we need to sacrifice this lady during the battle to get Zheng Jiang up in health, we will. But the goal is that Zheng Jiang will be the killing machine to take out the units in the garrison of Pencheng. Let's go. Alright, to begin the battle, we see that the reinforcements are coming where a forested area is. The thing about reinforcements is that they'll basically try to walk over you to reach where they need to. What we can do early on is just basically encircle them here and take them out and utilize snipe to our advantage. Same thing with Zheng Jiang. So we're gonna go right around here and try to eliminate these punks as they're coming in, and then from there basically continue onto the settlement. Note that the trebuchet can utilize the snipe, which is really valuable, to basically hit up a wall and basically destroy it as we're basically engaging the settlement. So let's go right over here and hide the trebuchet perhaps around this area, get it to not necessarily shoot. And then this is our stalking general. He's going to be the one that's going to be the key to break down respective gates. Now, to manipulate the deployment of the AI, actually I don't really care about manipulating the deployment of the AI. So over here, I think we're good. Let's get a little bit closer, probably like something like that.
Take heed, warriors. Young Sher. Stand ready. Yes.
Okay.
Ready.
Look! Our reinforcements are on the field!
At the ready. Run. To attention. Axemen. Make ready. Axemen, stand by. Prepare. Feel the Earth's power. To attention. Hurry. Move. Go, go, go. Faster.
Selves! Attend! Go, Fury!
There we go.
Run, run. Go, go, go. Double time.
Problem with all these damn units is the freaking unbreakable that they have.
Hurry, move.
Our comrade is under attack!
Master.
Strike them down! Show them justice! Fight!
Ow.
At them!
Okay, there we go.
Axes.
Okay, stop wasting your ammo.
Fire. Catapult. Attack.
Here, let's get you over here.
Halt!
Just keep this guy over here.
Weapons ready. Move, move.
Fast forward. It's gonna take some time, but what I want to do is be able to shoot one of these corners around here and be able to blow up this wall. I'm not sure if 2 trebuchets will be good enough, but we can actually, it would be easier to actually shoot up this wall entry over here, right? Let me see. Oh, 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 oh. Careful. Yeah, fast forward. It's gonna take a long time because trebuchets are really slow. But we can break this gatehouse over here. Not sure if this guy's even gonna break in. Let's see if he does. Or we can really actually cheese this by getting him to get really close to the wall and then climbing it and then just opening the gatehouse for us. You know what? Let's not do that. That's way too much cheese for my own liking. Okay. Okay, here we go. %40 damage. Come on, come on. You just missed that shot. You got this. 40, 60.
Press the attack.
Here we go.
The gates are destroyed.
I don't think we'll be able to inflict much damage over here, but we'll see. This is going over here. 21%.
Steel yourselves.
Oh shit, we're getting the trebuchet shot. Okay, go on, back up.
The time has come. March quickly. Double time.
Zheng Jiang is gonna be the key. Come on.
Run. Move out quickly.
Attack!
Ready. Steel yourselves. With speed. Faster. Hurry. Make haste.
At the very least, even if the lady gets shot, that's okay for me. Here we go. Get in.
Stand ready. Prepare.
And the ready! Go! Go! We have taken control of their tower! Make haste!
Go, go.
Do yourselves!
Break in.
Battle!
Oh my god.
Stand ready! Scale the walls! Time! With speed!
Somebody, I believe in you.
With speed. Run. Move out quickly. Hurry. Make haste. Go, go. Quick, march.
Just hold on.
Hurry! Run!
Oh, I think he got stuck on the gate.
For the cause!
Alright, whatever.
Prepare!
Faster. March quickly. Double time. Make haste. Run. The time has come. March at the double. Move out quickly. Move. Run.
Remember, if Zheng Jiang gets really hit, the strategist can help here.
Ready. Quick. March. Go, go. Move out quickly.
There we go.
March quickly.
And the ready! Move out quickly!
This city is ours.
Move, move. At the ready. Go, go. Make haste. Faster.
Careful, careful.
Double time. Run, run. Go, go, go. March at the double. Move out quickly. Hurry, move.
Oh shit.
Double time. Move out quickly. Move. Run, run. Move, move. Run. Faster. Go, go, go. March at the double. Feel the earth's power.
Finding Fury, the G infantry captain. Come on.
To attention. Unleash fury.
Ready! Kill them!
Run.
Alright, get up.
Double time. Steel yourselves. Faster. Move. At the ready. Kill.
Get her ass killed.
Stand ready. Faster. Double time. Hurry. Move. Run. Run.
March at the double.
Run. Go. Go. Go.
Run, run.
To attention. Move.
We are capturing their city.
Move out quickly.
Steel yourselves. At the ready.
Stand ready.
Take heed, warriors.
March at the double.
Move, move. Hurry, move. Move out quickly. Go, go, go. Faster. Double time.
At
Only had an AoE damage ability.
Make ready. Feel the Earth's power.
Move, move!
Stand ready. Move out quickly. Move, move. Prepare. Faster. Ready.
There we go.
Our men are uncontrollable with rage. To attention! Ready!
At the ready.
And with that, Zheng Jiang now has a boost to her overall AP damage and to melee evasion, so that's gonna help us here.
Run, run. Stand ready. Hurry. Attack. Fire at will. Go, go, go.
Prepare! We are taking their city! Victory awaits!
The time has come. With speed. Axis attack. To attention. Steel yourselves. Run.
Steel yourselves!
Yes.
Make ready!
Take heed, warriors. March at the double. Move.
Hurry, move!
Run, run.
Come on.
Run. Move. Feel the Earth's power.
We have taken control of their tower!
Make ready. Hurry, move. Go, go, go. Double time. To attention. Stand ready. March quickly. Prepare. Up the wall. Make ready. Move out quickly. This city is ours. Move, move. March at the double. Faster. Hurry, move. Double time.
Take heed, warriors!
Go, go, go. March at the double. Faster. Run. Yes.
And the catapult! Army!
At the ready. Move! 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 Run! Run! Move out quickly! Go! 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 Faster! Move out quickly! Double time! March at the double! Feel the Earth's power!
Come on, come on.
Unit, please! What cowards! Weapons! The time has come! Move! Run! 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 Move! Move! Steel yourselves! Ready! Hurry! Move! Move out quickly! Take heed, warriors! Ready! Stand ready! To attention! Move! Steel yourselves! Prepare!
One.
Axemen, stand by!
Attend! Move out quickly! Our men flee the battlefield!
Come on, come on. We got this.
The time has come! Move! Move! Go, go, go!
We have captured their tower! Run!
Double time! Be ready! Take heed, warriors! March at the double! Feel the Earth's power! Make ready!
Keep it up! That's right!
Yes! Run! Run!
Oh, whoops, that guy's gonna get shot to death.
At the ready! Yes! Hurry! Move! Run! Faster! Make ready! Run! Run! Move! Move!
Come on.
Hurry, move! March at the double! Faster! Quick, march! The time has come! Faster! Run! Move out quickly! Move!
We are capturing their city!
Double time! Go, go, go! To attention! Steel yourself!
The time has come! Double time!
Stand ready!
Oh, shit. She got dismounted.
Feel the Earth's power! For the cause!
To battle! Faster! Strike! Move, move!
At the ready!
Here we go. There goes the G infantry captain.
Your men, flee the battlefield!
Our men are
Excellent.
the spineless cowards!
And with that out of the way, the infantry captain, and that's it. Well, they're still the archers, but whatever. There we go. All right, here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Just gotta make sure they all route. And there's Pencheng. Oh my god, what a freaking long ass battle. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out before we get too hurt. And there we go. There's better ways to do this, like utilizing the stock character to actually capture the point. But with this now, we have actually captured Pencheng, taken out Cao Cao's main army. And with that, actually left them very weakened. And that's gonna actually help us here, because I'll actually have enough money to start the next turn to get these units back up and actually get them all at what do you call it, replenished by turn 3 with almost their full entire health, because Liu Bei is gonna come for us. We're not gonna gift it to our mercenary lord because it's actually gonna be more advantageous for us to just actually occupy it. Now the problem here though is that we're gonna be hit by the negative food, which it's okay. We can actually lower the level of this region down, and that's gonna help us. So now we're at 10k total here, and we defeated one army of Cao Cao, and that's gonna now get us actually to the max level here of the mercenary contract, which helps us with morale, which is the key statistic for mercenary units in this campaign. So as I was saying, everybody's just gonna get recalled like that, including the trebuchet, everything. And then here, you see how weakened she is? She's gonna get recalled as well. This guy as well because of how low the loot is. And then this guy can actually occupy this settlement. And it's actually our own region, so we don't want to lower the public order. We can step here. He's actually very weak though. Let's actually do the same thing here. Everybody's gonna get recalled. And then of course, Pencheng is now in a weakened state here. And we have negative public order here from this building. The problem with this building though is that you can't just friggin' deconstruct it. And actually we get good amount of money from this location. So here we can demolish the food building, can stay. We can demolish the public order building, and then here demolish this by 1, and then that gets us to -1 food. We can actually afford to build this place up, but what we actually need here is to get the extra replenishment, and then from there we want to get actually more what do you call it, let's see, let me get this. No assignments can be deployed this turn. I could get someone to actually be a, what do you call it, an admin already. And that's going to help us actually defend Pencheng a little bit better. But here, we're going to keep this built for the extra food. We could actually build this up right now to get the positive food in this region. And actually make it positive over the next turn. Like that. And then in terms of the actual next reform that we're going to get filial and corrupt to get another underling, because we're really going to need it to continue in our bloodbath to basically try to push on Cao Cao and Liu Bei. Liu Bei is actually our main priority. So Guan, you can definitely push towards Pencheng. We have to take that into account, at least here. We do have negative, or we have a food shortage at the moment, which is negatively affecting us. at this time, but we can manage with the situation that we have right now and then actually get positive food for the next turn or two, at the very least in this region. But before doing so, let's actually get the replenishment here and try to fix food later. But as I was saying, before clicking end turn, we're gonna drop this down. And now everybody should actually get a little bit happier. There we go. Doesn't see reflected there. Because icons need to be updated. But it seems that perhaps somebody has leveled up. Let me see. Affection imminent. Cyrus hardcore position. So at the very least, we have to make him happy, at least for now. If we lower this Cyrus core position by half, which Earth Dragon will do, he'll actually get net positive here. Or actually, it wasn't enough. Really? What? Where is he? Didn't see it to actually get applied. So let's give him plus 400 salary. That'll give him to plus 22. So at the very least, we have to maintain him happy. We'll put him as a faction heir though. And then from there, actually get the place a bit more stabilized. And then you'll see Liu Bei push towards here and then towards Pencheng. We have to push back on him. That's going to be our most important thing here. We have to push back on him here to then, or at least to this farmland here, to stabilize this location. Let's go. All right, and it is now the start of turn 2. And we can see Liu Bei's army actually starting to push towards us. The army that's up here of Heejin has now moved southwards. So there's a couple things we need to do here. We need to put someone into an administrative position here to further stabilize this location. But additionally, we gotta make sure that person has a retinue or a, what do you call it? A large enough retinue to actually fend that up or basically build that up. But here, we're gonna put Zheng Jiang into this position, which is heavily gonna help us with his overall happiness. And then we can remove this freaking title that he has, which is gonna save us a lot of money. So now we're back to a very good stable situation. And now we get 50% more post-battle loot income. And if we look at him, he is very good at leading an army and he has mending, which is going to be really nasty. Plus poison arrows, plus 5% more melee evasion for our own army. He can become really deadly if combined with Zheng Jiang once she gets a 5% more melee evasion for our own army. And with Gukhan, who also has it, this army in turn can have 15% more total melee evasion, which goes really well with the elite units that Zheng Jiang actually has. So to begin here, a couple of things we want to do. So we need to put someone on assignment. We have a couple that look like they're very good to actually utilize. If we look here, Reward the Villainous and Corrupt is really good because of how low our satisfaction overall is. But, and of course, we're going to remove the minus 25% character experience that we have at the moment. The reason why we actually want to put this position on is mainly because we need, and I mean we really need, to basically be able to have this maxed out during an end turn. And in order to be able to do that, we need to be able to survive at 0 satisfaction here, at the very least, or at least all the way over here. If we look, we can't really survive it at this time. We're almost like, everybody's like super low if we do that. So what we're going to do is get this lady who does have the forest-based ability deployed into this position, who's going to help us in turn get the satisfaction faction-wide to a very good state. And then we need to get an army deployed at really good overall strength for the next battle against Liu Bei. So we're gonna get Zhang Jiang, we're gonna get Zheng Jiang, and then we have about 11k. It's good enough to get almost a full army built up. But what we care about at this time is getting someone into, or like Gukhan here, who has the 5% more melee evasion to make a full champion army with the units that she has, basically being in a very good state to push towards the enemy. Note that this guy, Zhang Jiang, does not have patience. It's all the way over here. So if we're going to actually be moving throughout the campaign, we can actually put Zhang Jiang first. But before engaging another army, we put Zheng Jiang first to get the patience kicked in to capture more generals. As for units, we actually have Black Mountain Marauders here who have 49% total melee evasion. And we could actually change them for these guys. If we look, they have way more morale, the ones of Zheng Jiang. They have almost the same melee attack rate, same charge bonus. It seems that the ones of, the ones of Zhang Jiang have more base melee evasion, so that's melee evasion on the front and the sides. And then the armor is way more on the Fist of the Bandit Queen. So, and then if we look at this unit, the advantages that it does have is immune to scare, resistance to fatigue. So it'll basically perform very well over time. We can just keep it for now to at the very least save money, but we really need to build up an army here. So we're gonna get, if we go here, let's do this. We're gonna put here into this position. We're gonna drop pretty low in our loot. That's really bad, but we can manage by regaining the loot back. But we're now just going to go all out. And you can see just we're gonna get these guys fully replenished by the next turn. Let's get all of these guys recruited. It's gonna be a lot of money, but it's gonna be worth it to have. Let's get all of these guys. And we only have $970 left. So we need to keep doing this. Now we're a little bit negative, but we still have a good amount of money coming in. So if we look here, let's get this unit. And then how low can we get? We're going to be operating at negative income. That's just how we're going to work here. Negative income, negative income, negative income. And what else do we want? Something to at the very least hold back. Two of these guys are not going to be enough to basically push on the enemy. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Oh, and in terms of assignment, we can put this guy for now. At the very least, you help stabilize this region a little bit better. And he should get actually a little bit happier. Let's see, how much is he at? 15 now. Very good. And then it does actually leave us still with negative food, which of course, as I said, we need to fix that. And we can't put anybody to spy. We have that guy as a potential vanguard. If we do this, what's our overall? It's not going to be enough. Let's drop it down. And overall melee evasion is 41%. Okay. And then here, this army is pretty nasty. In terms of everything that we could face, but the generals that we have are pretty damn strong. Let's give them back these axes. We're not going to equip any of these items. What we could do is go back to Yuan Shao. Oh, Gongdu is now visible. Very nice. So we can't really do much with them, but let's go back to Yuan Shao. Not gonna work. Let's do requests. No, let's do trade ancillaries. And you could perhaps trade all the ancillaries that you start out with, like this. This could add the variability, right, between our campaigns that I said I wouldn't do. Here we go.
Strong foundations are built on such small gestures.
Okay, $4,000. And of course, we still have the negative food. Here. Why can't he recruit? Does he need to be in level 3 at least to recruit the first Fist units? Let me see. Yeah, level 3. So this guy cannot recruit those specific units, but he can get some of these guys recruited. Let's get... They won't necessarily have formations though. Yeah. And then peasant band. Actually, get the peasant band. It's gonna be the cheapest to actually recruit. That's gonna give me an entire army, which is gonna be negative income. And then from there, Liu Bei is gonna see this and he's gonna be like, oh, I'm definitely attacking that way. He's not gonna take into account all the replenishment that we're grabbing over this end turn. And in here, there's another guy that we got here that we could potentially recruit, but we're not gonna do that. And then in terms of assignments, we're gonna keep this lady in that position. No spies are available at this time. And then in terms of taxes, let me bring it down. Let me see, how much can I kick it up? Yep, we can kick it down all the way. And that's going to cost us actually to lose a lot of money. So if I look at this, I think we can actually survive here. That's 2 turns worth of income. So I can at least move to reach this settlement over 2 turns. And if I grab this settlement, that's 5k in money that I'll be able to grab. And I'll be able to get my food positive. So it'll take 2 turns to get my food positive. But I think I'll manage. If there's any mistakes that I've done here is basically trading away 1 food towards Yuan Shao, which I shouldn't have done. And then here, this guy, I need to get his retinue fully built up. So I'll have to deploy him at some moment in order to be able to get a full retinue there. To basically push back here. And we do need to actually get this place. What do you call it? we need to get this place actually built up even more with a garrison to actually help make sure that nothing pushes from Zhou and Chao towards this area. Let's go. So Guanju actually moved to this location. Liu Bei's army went to Xiapi. That is fine. We can actually push with this army to grab this settlement and fully grab it. As I was saying though, I can move Zheng Jiang to lead so I can get patience and potentially capture Guanju this turn. Now it is a close victory. Oh, look at that. Offer surrender actually worked. So we can just do occupy and get this loot here. Or actually at the moment I do need more loot. And now I captured Chapi. And then here we go. Now I have to complete these 3 missions to grab these locations from Liu Bei. He's gonna potentially attack me this turn. I think that's okay. Our food situation has been fixed. And then here, okay, here's the key. As I was saying, we need to get this place built up. So let's get this. We're gonna get our food situation corrected there. Here we have a public order issue because Cao Cao did a scheme to cause a public order to melt down in this location. So what we're going to do is raise army. We're gonna get this guy deployed, and the whole thing, the main thing he's gonna mainly do is actually get him here, and then just get him with a retinue that I can utilize to fend off or defend this location. So the hidden axes are pretty expensive, but I think it'll be a worthwhile unit to actually have to fend off against the enemy. Saber infantry are also good. We can do one of these, save some money. And in there, and then we need to recall him now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna save the money. And now this garrison is not there yet, but it'll be there in a second. And then here I'm gonna demolish this building in order to get the garrison building constructed. And then I have to win 10 battles against Cao Cao. I have to work my way to just basically be able to do this if I want to continue the mercenary contract against them. And then control at least 3 settlements as next mission, which I've mentioned, to just basically take out Liu Bei ASAP. That is it here. Let's continue. Alright, now this is Autumn 200, which I forgot what turn it was, turn 4. I'm gonna maximize my treasury because I can afford the -15 to my overall satisfaction. The only person that's really low is this guy here, which is, you know, it is what it is that he's that low. I could potentially just kick him out of the faction, even though he's a good character to have, and I could just actually deploy him, and that actually might help. Oh shit, $1,000. Yeah, I was thinking of building here the bandit building to get the garrison, but the cost is just pretty damn steep to get. I could also get the tributary shrine or the admin office so I can get the prestige higher to get to the next banditry level, but I think we'll maintain it as it is. I do need to actually switch this up and actually convert this so I can get the 10% extra replenishment. I put this army in ambush because I have 100% ambush with these characters in this army, and additionally here this army is gonna move forward and I could ambush it with 100% and fully take him out and proceed from there. So I think should I take this chance? Let me see. Should I take this chance and build this? Yeah, let's take this chance. Let's build it. He should move towards us and try to grab this settlement. And yeah, the garrison's super weak. Let's go. And yeah, the ambush succeeded. It is a close victory. 44% capture chance across all of these characters. Let's see how much post-battle loot income we get out of this. Oof. Nasty. Not that much. And did we capture anybody is the real question. Oh, we captured Liu Bei. So we can get the Shuanggu Jian unique weapon. And then from there, it'll actually cause a big satisfaction hit to his faction by actually executing him. So let's do that. And I do need the money right now. So let's get that 130 income. This army has greatly been weakened, which is going to be helpful for me. And now he is actually retreating towards the north, towards this Langjia location. I don't think I can actually strike towards that area. Turn 5, minus 25%. Ooh, okay. So I did get another underling position unlocked. I do have a, what do you call it? I do have a rebellion that spawned here. And then can we actually strike this army? Oh my god, Lady Me is back. Oh, I wish the garrison or the retinue was there in this battle too. Oh man. Okay, so anyways, here we did get the one. I don't think these guys can. That's basically a commander that can equip it. So none of these guys. Oh shit, I can actually equip it here. Yeah, but do I want to do this? I mean, I lose 15 more charge bonus. Well, the extra authority is gonna help my satisfaction. if I equip it. Overall, it's a weaker weapon in terms of damage output. My melee evasion won't necessarily drop. I'll get more base melee evasion, more overall H, or a little bit of a net reduction in damage. So let's do this at the very least, see how much my overall satisfaction goes up. Okay, plus 2 more. I think it's worth it to actually get that. We did get another item, potentially from the battle maybe. And then here, let's see if we can actually capture these guys. And then from there, decisive. Oh my god, really good capture chance. Oh my god. Oh, look at all that money. And then we capture Lady Me, who is not necessarily a bad character. And now we can get the Serpent Spear as well. So just overall, we're just executing all the characters that he starts out with. Heavily helping my, oh great. I'm in enemy territory. So if I want to, I can just raid. That'll hold my overall loot. And then from there, I can move towards Lanja up here if I want to. And then basically continue to take out settlements of Cao Cao's faction. If I go here though, I could get peace for now with Liu Bei. And if I get peace with him, I can just focus for now against Cao Cao. And then just basically get him into a very bad situation. So with that out of the way, we can just do this for now. We'll raid his own territory, it'll piss him off, that's okay.
This meets our approval.
But now, I have basically... Oh my god, I'm just gonna basically roll through all of this territory. This army though is getting built up. That's the really dangerous thing that I have to face. Let's get this location actually leveled up. And then here, we should be able to fend off whatever is attacking me. And that should be it. Oh, there's so many nasty weapons. Let me see if I go here. Yeah, this is a better combat weapon. Give it to him. She has one of the best freaking weapons in the game already. And then we can give this guy that item if he can even equip it. Alright, that will be it. I did get another reform unlocked. Let's see, what do we want to go for? Plus 2 more available armies. 1 more trade agreement. I don't think I have a trade agreement. Let's get plus 4 more satisfaction. And then continue from there. Alright, because I had to focus on Liu Bei for a little bit, I do want to increase my fame and fortune for now. So I basically maximize it. So the next time that I get an offer for fame and fortune, I can actually get it at the highest level. And I'm actually maximizing my, what do you call it?
Standard stance.
I should have put him to lead the army. Damn it. Okay, let's go this way.
And endure hardships.
Damn it, we can't reach. Okay. Yeah, we can't do that. Just take it easy. We just gotta take Lanya next. Here, this location. So I need to actually get prestige up as high as possible. So let's get that higher. We'll get this place leveled up to get me a lot more money. And then this commander is in a bit of a pickle with this low satisfaction. He's the only guy that's actually giving me trouble right now. And then if I go back to this guy, he can't equip this weapon. Okay, that's it. We got these guys up and running. 19, 9 satisfaction. Yep, and we can just continue from here. Okay, and continuing here, people's satisfaction is still pretty negative. Let's go and strike this location. And Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, we can get good replenishment after this. Okay, very good. And then here, we're fame and fortune. 3 infamy. We're not going to gift the mercenary lord at all. So our loot is at 78. We want to max it out. If we only do the basic occupation, we're not going to be able to do that. So let's do the loot and occupy. We're going to maximize our loot. But the main reason that I want to do that is so I can do this. Get these guys fully replenished. He has reach, so I might be able to reach... I don't think I can reach Zhang the next turn. We'll have to see. And then this guy leveled up. And then he can get reach as well. Oh my god. But the really good advantageous thing here is that he can actually get villainy now, which is going to help out in order to be able to get reward the villainous and then corrupt on a secondary character. But for here, let me see. What do I want to do? I can get a full army with Guile. It's kind of a long time before I can even do that. And if we do reach... Oh, we can get Gluttony down there. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's do that. Book of Rights. We're going to ignore all the characters that are appearing. We can take this on when it's actually ready to do the battle. $1,000 to completely build this right now. Let's do it. Yeah, now the garrison is a bit weakened, but it'll replenish. I might move this guy towards me because you might see the location is actually a bit weaker than normal. But aside from that, I think we're good. We can actually switch this to get more prestige. How much are we at right now? So we need a little bit more. So let's do, yeah, plus 10. Okay, that's good there. This is at 3. So this guy is very, very negative in satisfaction. So we need to fix that. Let's just give him like plus 100 there. And then this guy's at 7. He's not really doing anything right now. He's a good character. But we can just actually kick him out, at least for now. Yeah, you never want to release bandit commanders. At the moment, he's not really doing much. Or doing anything right now. So we can just kick him out. Let's do this. Okay. And no, we're not going to hire any more characters. We're still at a pretty good value there with our overall happiness. And then we can just proceed towards Dong in basically a straight line. Let's go. All right, and continuing here, we now have a straight shot to get a trade agreement with Juan. And I'll just have to give an item to make it happen. And that's going to help our overall money situation. Now we're actually net positive. And in here, I got out of the, what do you call it, raiding stance. Or sharing the spoil stance. So let's go now to Dong to get it. Very good. And Crow's victory. Take it. I was a pirate victory before. And in here, we took a bit of damage. That's okay. More fame and fortune. A little bit of infamy. And then here, loot and occupy again. We need to make sure that our loot keeps getting maxed out. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing. Sharing the spoils. Get as much replenishment as possible. And then here, we need to switch this. How much are we at again? We're at 70. We could just actually convert this right now. How much does it cost to build the side building though? Let me see. 500. Oh my god. Yeah, we really want to get as much banditry income as possible, especially locations that if the base settlement gives us banditry income, then we go for black market, which would be the best thing for us in terms of getting things up and running here. And then from there, now we should be able to just proceed towards this location. There's a big army here that we'll have to face off against. I think he'll actually move towards me. And then since I got that trade agreement opened, actually I got this here. What do I want to do next? Let me see. I need to definitely get my satisfaction as high as possible. If I do this, it's 6 turns. This is 4 turns up here. And give me more armies. People's Warband. Definitely need another assignment. Let's get another assignment so I can get Reward the Fail and Corrupt on a secondary character. And then from here, we just need to keep pushing this way as fast as possible. And then we'll get Dong replenished and continue from here. Cao actually wants an aggression pact with us. And we'll actually take it. We don't necessarily want to push towards the north for any reason because my missions push me towards Mifang, towards the south. So once I basically deal with Cao Cao and get peace with Cao Cao by basically grabbing the emperor and everything around here in this area, then I'll just leave Yuan Shao to control the north, and he's someone that you can deal with later in the campaign. Alright, so notoriety increases. Bandit. So by reaching Bandit, now we have, I think, another trade agreement available and more assignments actually unlocked. If I go here, I have another position open, but I have no characters to actually put into any positions. So we definitely want to put more characters into some of these positions. And then here, we want to replenish, but we don't want to do it at a negative cost to ourselves. And then we can see that the Iron Mine actually gives more prestige. We have prestige from that building. Pencheng does have the one that gives more replenishment. So what I can do is go this way with this army, get it to replenish a little bit more. And then from there, we want to get the generals with more health. And then from there, I want to push towards the Dong location here. And then if we look at characters that are available for recruitment, don't have the money to put anybody else up here. But now here, we can get huge faction-wide bonuses for our own characters. We really care about the Master of Arms to get filled up, which is going to give me way more post-battle loot income and looting from settlements, which is really the thing that we really want to maximize as much as possible. Kind of drop us down in income a little bit, But here we're good. We're now in a good state. And then we'll get this army pulled towards us and basically do an ambush around here. We do need at least one more character in our faction deployed. And can't do that just yet. We'll keep these guys as they are. Yeah, 9 more turns there. Okay, let's go. Decided to strike, but we can take it with what we have here. Let's do the delegation. Then from there, this army's now weak. It actually cost me to lose a trade agreement or it basically get blocked. But now it should be back up because that should be my capital. And then here, oh, we got a scholar. And then this guy just released for the money.
Free them all.
Very good. Actually, no, my capital is Pencheng, I believe. Oh, no, it's here. Okay. Well, still at negative 249. That's actually surprising. And then the actual army that was towards Zhang actually is around here. So what I want to do is I already have 1,000 or what do you call it, 100% ambush chance. So let's just move towards him this way because I think he'll basically try to ambush us around here. And of course, if we're in a forest, that'll be better for us. And then here we're good. This army got repelled back. This army now has got filled up. We'll just basically declare war on him in a bit. But here we can now just push towards the Cao Cao region. And our mercenary contract is in very good overall value. Okay, that is it. Let's go. All right. And the army actually decided to push forward. I did keep Zheng Jiang leading, which means that I won't get the extra 25% capture chance for this army. So we did lose that. But we are going to weaken the army that was at Zhang. So now Zhang can be ours. And from there, we'll get these guys very good replenished. Or very well replenished. Very good replenished. What? And we keep bidding infamy up, which is good. And here we go. 2 guys captured. Dutiful. 25% more character experience. And then this guy, let them actually get released. So when I fight this battle the next turn, they don't get new characters here that could potentially be really strong. Because Cao Cao has extremely strong characters in his faction. We actually need loot at this time. But we're going to get ransom. Because money is money. And we always need good money. And then here, we're just going to proceed out towards Zhang in a straight line to grab it. And surprisingly, during the end turn, we actually got Liu Bei available for us. Let's recruit him. Let's put him to... He can be an underling if I had a position to put him into underling. But here we can put him into this position and then get more loot in enemy territory. So it helps us actually push a bit faster. And then here, we're just going to strike this army to fully take it out. And then from there, siege Zhang over the next turn, but I need a little bit more replenishment before doing so. Again, same mistake. I did not get this Zheng Jiang leading the army with patience. But now we got a lot of post-battle loot income. Great frame and fortune. And we keep beating up the Cao Cao armies, which is of course what we need. There we got that. And then we need a bit more. We can actually reach the settlement, but I think if I go right here and I do sharing the spoils, oh, that's gonna be too low. Okay.
Hijack their routes.
Yeah, let's actually raid my own territory. If I raid, I get 25 more loot.
Serve integrity. Return to standard position. Leave no vessel untouched.
Oh, we're using enemy territory. Whoops.
Standard stance.
Okay, we'll take the loss here in terms of yeah.
Ready the
I don't really need to encamp, but that's okay. So yeah, I almost defeated 5 army. We defeated 5 Cao Cao armies already. Let's defeat these guys. Even more money.
celebrate with abandon.
Do this. And then here, we still got one more assignment. And of course, now we got Liu Bei in the picture. But we should actually deploy him for battle purposes. And then here, I did not actually build this. So let's actually get... what do you call it? This is a great location for banditry income or industry income, actually, not banditry. So in this location, we can use an auxiliary side building. So we can just build extra replenishment. So once we grab Zhang, we actually replenish pretty well. And to get Liu Bei deployed, he's only $900. We can definitely afford that. Let's get him into the picture. And then if I do this, how low does he get? That's fine. And we can actually afford the units that he has at the moment recruited. Okay. So that is it here. We don't even need to build this up. We don't want to. And then continue from there. All right. And now we get the offer to get a what do you call it? Fame and Fortune exceptional item. So I'd say that since we're doing so many battles against Cao Cao, we can just actually go for why not both? So we're gonna get Fame and Fortune from grabbing Dong location. We can actually manage the -4 net loss of 4 morale that we're gonna take. So let's do, actually, let me see. Exceptional or unique ancillary. Yeah, let's do this. And then let's see what item we actually end up with. We got a Warblade. Okay, not necessarily great, but something. And then if I look here at Dong, we can actually take it. And then we can actually move also
Time to go.
with Liu Bei as well. And he has at the moment, oh my god, he's level 5. Damn, it's actually pretty nasty. Okay, and then now we can go over here. And of course,
To battle.
the siege weapon. We got yet another reform unlocked. And then we got yet another assignment. And we definitely want to go for all the way over here to get even more campaign movement range. That's kind of like the things you want to rush in these campaigns. So we can just go this way all the way over here. And then we'll grab Dong to finalize this early game guide. There we go. This place is good. We can actually get more food if I wanted to. Actually build this up even further. But I have a lot of positions open and I have a lot of money. Let's look at the characters that are available. I can't really see if these guys are good. Let's see. Manipulator. Yeah, so this guy's willing to spy. And I definitely need more strategists. And I'll show you guys why in a second. And Chen Bao is a murderer. He's actually not necessarily have great traits. But I think he does have reach, which is good. And then what about this guy? Let me see here. Yeah. So now that we got this second strategist, we can use him for reward the field and corrupt yet again. That's actually good. Actually, I didn't know he actually had it. But we can use him for that purpose. And then we can take this lady out of this position. But you should wait a turn, because if you don't wait a turn, you're actually going to have a net loss turn without the positive 15 to satisfaction. And we need that in our campaign. And this guy actually has conscription, Zhang Bao, which that could be the main reason why you would want him in your campaign for that. But let's make sure we actually boost them up here, plus 100, make him a bit happier. So this conscription is going to be good for us. And then from here, we just got to basically push to grab Dong the next turn. And then we're done with Cao Cao in these regions here. And then you can just basically forget about Cao Cao if you want to. You can just proceed westward to grab some of his territory here. Or you can just continue the actual missions of the campaign, which are basically to push southeast to get all the way to the Liu Bei settlements below the river. Offer with Yuan Tan, we'll just take it.
We are in
Seems like he wants to move towards Cao Cao. All right. And then we got another ancillary, which is okay. Don't really care too much. And then over here, Liu Bei is low on, what do you call it, satisfaction, which is not good for me, but actually, because he's in a faction council position, he's actually okay. But then because he does have 0 loot, he gets these bonuses. Now, no income from local region is bad, but we can just proceed this way. We'll help out here.
Unlikely.
And here we go. We have Dong now. So we have Liu Bei, Zheng Jiang, and Zheng Jiang in the faction. Oh, damn. 2 of these units got taken out. Okay, that's okay. We have a lot of money. And then we have how much food at the moment? We have... This is negative 14 food. What? We're not gonna give this to the mercenary lord, even though it's a lot of money. We're going to drop it in level. No reason for it to be at level 6, so we can get the extra loot to maximize our loot here. And then we got an ancillary from basically grabbing this location. And now we defeated 6 armies of Cao Cao. Our mercenary contract is maxed out. Here, you can just repair all of this. Commerce and industry. Oh, I see why. Got this place built like this. Okay. Yep. Just build this place up. Yep. No sentinels here. And then... Oh, he has oversee mustering. Ah, right. It's not conscription. Okay, got it. That's okay. Oh, it's rapacity. Oh, shit. Whoops. It looks like conscription icon. Forget the bandit or vanguards don't have that. But anyways, now that we're in this position here, we can actually get Liu Bei, who is too low in level. Let's just check out these units. He can potentially survive as he is.
Take everything. The tiger.
Actually redeploy him the next turn. As for these guys, let's get them back to full health. there. And we can handle the hit to loot. And then here, we don't necessarily need to replace these units to recruit new ones. We'll just do this here. And from there now, we have a full army. And then we recall this lady from this position. We no longer need her here. And from there, we can actually utilize her for the AoE of Snipe and extra melee evasion and Forest to continue pushing. As for Cao Cao, he still doesn't want peace because he's basically always building up pretty strong armies. If we were able to actually execute him, we could have been able to basically get into a better situation there. But aside from that, I don't think there's much else that we can do or want to do in this early game guide. It's already taken up a lot of time. As for Sentinel, what do you call it? As for Sentinel characters that are bandits, go for Poison Volley to get them basically to nuke enemy armies. That's really what makes them really strong. You can get even poison arrows, more range damage, so you can build an entire ranged army with them and get one of these guys leading the army with extra precision to just hit up the enemy. And then aside from that, we can put somebody else to basically lead this location. This guy's not good for these purposes, so we definitely would want somebody else here. But aside from that, we're good in a good enough state to end the campaign. We are negative on food because of this place that needs to drop in level. And then if I look here, let's actually improve our food situation by building this up. And it's going to be negative food at least for a turn or two. And then the goal here is to just basically push on Cao Cao, basically in this direction. We can take the entirety of Chen, Jinchuan, I think is this one's called, and then Huainan. We can grab all of this, and then basically from there, Cao Cao could potentially want peace because Yuan Shao has actually been able to push against them, and from there you're in a very good enough state to continue the campaign and finish out the mercenary contract and end up in a good situation. So that is it here. I really want to thank y'all for watching and hope to see y'all on the next one. Bye bye.